got you to feeling this way, but I don't care, I want you to stay, just to hold me and tell me you'll be here to love me today. Children are dancing, the gamblers are chancing their own. Windows accusing the door of abusing the wall. But who cares what the night watchmen say? The stage has been set for the play. So just hold me and tell me you'll be here to love me today. Moon's come and gone, but a few stars hang on to the sky. Well, the wind's running free, but it ain't up to me to ask why. But the poets are demanding their pay, and they've left me with nothing to say, except hold me and tell me you'll be here to love me today. Just to hold me and tell me you'll be here to love me today. Just to hold me and tell me you'll be here to love me today. As I sit and watch the snow falling down, I don't miss you at all.
For the seniors that are coming in, just don't stress out too much. It's not hard. You just have to understand your classes and take your time while taking them and have some fun. This is your last year, you know. Go out there, be wild, but also be careful.
I think they should stay on top of their work. They should come to school on time, don't miss school, and stay in class.
Yeah, have fun too at the same time.
So what I would miss about Kane is basically just the atmosphere of everyone being together. For instance, like going to the games, football games, basketball games, flag football, you know, just everyone having fun and like coming together.
I'll miss the people of Canada. They were fun, goofy, you know.
Basketball games, football games, and dances.
I just love it.
Three words that describe my senior year was absent,
tough, not fast enough, and it was fun. It was pretty cool.
Oh, yeah. My mama called, seen you on TV, son said it done changed. Ever since we was on, I dreamed it all. Ever since I was young, they said I wouldn't be nothing, but now they just say congratulations. Worked so hard, forgot out to vacation, but they ain't never had the dedication. People hate and say we changed, look how we made it. Oh yeah, we made it.
My favorite teacher is Miss McCoy because she is very helpful and she's blunt.
My favorite teacher is trustee because he helps all the students, he cares about us.
My favorite teacher is Mr. Marty because he's just a chill dude.
My favorite teacher is Miss Guzman because when it comes down to work, she really helps a lot. She explains things a lot more clearer.
My favorite teacher would be Miss McCoy because she's straight up, she's like a second mom, you know.
Put your lighters to the sky. How can I make sense when I got millions on my mind? Coming with that ball and I just leave it all aside. Ballin' like a baby, you can see it in my eyes. My mama called, seen you on TV, son said it done changed. Ever since he was on, I dreamed it all. Ever since I was young, they said I wouldn't be nothing, but now they just say congratulations. Worked so hard, forgot out to vacation, but they ain't never had the dedication. People hate and say we changed.
In this big, hard world, it's great to have a great place to go to with great people, and when the seniors leave, the school will suffer.
Oh my God.
Everything. They're fantastic, fantastic young men and young women. And I know that in a few years they'll be driving around the parking lot, being successful in whatever field they choose, driving BMWs and waving at me because I'm still a Canyon Springs. Good luck, guys. I know you'll succeed in whatever you choose to do.
I'm going to miss just their smiling faces. It's always nice to see these guys. You get to know them over the years, and so it's just really tough to see them go, but you know it's for the best, and they're going to move on to be successful and do some great things out there in our community.
Seen you on TV, son said it done changed. Ever since we was on, I dreamed it all. Ever since I was, they say, if you mess with it, put your lighters to the...
Well guys, I will say this, have a good summer, keep your brains on, get ready for college or whatever else you're doing, keep your noses clean, and just have a good summer and be ready. Adulthood is on its way. Good luck and congratulations.
What advice do I have for the class of 2019? I would honestly have to say, never give up. You know, always go after your dreams, pursue them no matter what, and to always never, ever, ever give up.
But they ain't never had the dedication. People hate and say we changed, look how we made it.
Dr. Joe on one end, or you on one end?
What about trustee?
I got trustee handing out the diploma.
Okay.
And I got so, and I'll just kind of do that.
Okay, and I stand and just shake hands, and then they go to you.
Yeah. Yeah, right to the middle.
Right to the middle. Right. And Jara will be in the middle with you?
Yeah, he'll be in the middle with me. Oh, we got another person over here with Dr. Young.
They got admin.
We got admin.
We're good? Okay.
All right. You guys ready to go? Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the commencement ceremony for the graduating class of 2019 from Canyon Springs High School. The members of the class of 2019 respectfully request that parents, family members, and other guests refrain from unnecessary noise and disruptions during the graduation ceremony. It is the desire of the class that all graduates be honored equally and that all family and friends have the opportunity to hear students being recognized. With this goal in mind, we ask your cooperation in maintaining order during the ceremony, especially during the presentation of diplomas. The administration, faculty, and staff share your pride in the accomplishments of these young people. We are proud to welcome you to this ceremony of honor dedicated to the class of 2019. Thank you. Now, if you would all please stand for the class of 2019.
gotta wait till they dim the lights. Good afternoon. I am Autumn Clark, Senior Class Representative. At this time, with the graduates and invited guests, please remain standing for the presentation of the colors by the Canyon Springs High School Air Force General ROTC Color Guard and the Pledge of Allegiance, and remain standing for the National Anthem. Oh my God, this is so cute. Gentlemen, please remove your caps. Please join me. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. And now, DeAndrea Howard will sing our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Stand here, stand here. No. Okay. Now, please be seated. Thank you, DeAndrea. The Canyon Springs High School Class 2019 dedicates this commencement ceremony to our teachers, Ms. Adrienne Fletcher and Mr. Matthew Cunningham. Please welcome Madison Feemster and Michelle Penaloza to introduce the administration and honored guest.
It is with great privilege that we introduce the administration, our foreign exchange students, and the dignitaries here today. Please welcome Dr. Jesus Jara, Superintendent of Clark County School District. Please welcome from the Board of School Trustees representing District C, Dr. Linda Young.
Please welcome Mr. Grant Havenold, Superintendent for Area 1. Please welcome Ms. Aliana Kreiner, School Associate Superintendent for Area 1. Please welcome our amazingly supportive principal, Mr. Greg Hunter. Canyon Springs High School assistant principals are Ms. Latona Cooper, Mr. Royal Jeff Goebel, Mr. Lamont Smothers, Mr. Jason Cathan, and Mr. Mark Perantula. And our deans of students are Mr. Greg Sellers and Ms. Dora Washington. I would also like to take this opportunity to recognize the foreign exchange students who were part of the Canyon Springs family this year. Annette Hagen from Norway, and Eliza Margatti from Italy. Please stand and be recognized. Here to introduce the senior class is the senior class Vice President Hazel Anguiano Lopez and senior class Treasurer Tony Romo Cortez.
It is with great honor and pride that we introduce our senior class officers. First, we have Tasia Allen Tucker, our senior class president. Michelle Penaloza Heredia, senior class secretary. Autumn Clark, our senior class representative. Madison Feemster, our senior class representative.
Isaiah Hayden, senior class representative. Delina Simon, senior class representative. Janasia Span, senior class representative. Our student body officers are Shayna Baldo, student body president. And Risa Nakajima Matthews, student body vice president. At this time, please welcome Tasia Allen Tucker, senior class president.
Good afternoon, seniors, family, friends, faculty, and distinguished guests. Tuesday, March 6, 2001, approximately 1:40 a.m., a baby girl was born into this world, only to encounter a broken family, a ghastly economy, and a confusing state of emotions. She grew up not knowing exactly what she wanted to be, but content with the fact that the possibilities were endless. But this didn't seem to last forever. Fast forward to her sophomore year of high school, one of many years where everyone is unsure of themselves. She curated a personality for herself that wasn't her at all. Everything she said seemed fake, and if it wasn't made up, it was only true for someone else. She didn't like living a life where she was uncomfortable with herself, so she joined a couple clubs. This seemed to work for a while until she unconsciously started to do the very same thing she was always afraid of, what everyone said she seemed to go with, thus creating a persona of the perfect friend and student. Once again, she was back at square one. She thought she had completely lost herself because all she did was try to be someone else. But in the midst of all this, she never thought about what made her special, what puts her apart from everyone else. She was too busy pondering about what her peers think of her and how everyone else carries themselves. What she didn't know was that those negative emotions had complete power over happiness. She needed to realize that life is way too short and valuable to not live as herself. This is the same message I want all of you to take. Life is never going to be easy, even if you try your hardest to make it that way. But you must remain truthful to yourself and use your own thoughts to make decisions. You don't have to save the world, become famous, or the next president of the United States, but those options aren't impossible either. Whatever you do, just don't be mediocre. Steve Jobs said, "Your time is limited. Don't waste it living someone else's life. Don't be trapped in dogma, which is living the result of other people's thinking. Don't let the noise of others' opinions drown out your inner voice. Finish strong, pioneers." Please welcome Delina Simon to the podium.
The salutatorian is the student in the graduating class who earns the second highest grade point average. Our salutatorian this year, with a weighted 4.764, is Paola Pedra.
All right, so I was actually told this just yesterday, so I don't have anything prepared. Where do I read? All right, well. All right, so class of 2019, we've been through a lot, and we're here, we did that. Mom and Dad, thank you. All right, good luck, guys. And I introduced the valedictorian, right? All right, and the valedictorian. Oh, okay, Jay Span.
Thank you, Paola. The valedictorian is a student with the highest grade point average in the class. For the class of 2019, we have 3 valedictorians with weighted GPAs of 4.8. Please join me in congratulating Waiko Salvador, Justin Paul, and Zoe Glepa. Waiko will speak first, followed by Justin, then Zoe.
Thank you, everyone. What a joyful crowd we have here today. But in formality, I'd first like to thank both my mom and dad, and my brother especially. They have helped me through my desires that I've had. And next, I would also like to thank my precious friends. All of you I see are bright individuals. All of you have the talent that none can match. And finally, my teachers, and especially my counselor. So, a wise man once told me that quotes in the beginning of a speech is a basic way to start. So I bet all of you were expecting me to give you a quote, right? Well, here it is. From America's very own butt model, what makes you so special? Captain America. Let me tell you why we're so special. First, you didn't use a butt model's quote in your speech, but I also see people who are willing to get through 4 years of school, 4 years of pain, sweat, and tears. I see people who fought for their grades to be able to walk across this stage. I would like to remind all of you here that each and every individual, that you have a talent that no one can match. If you don't believe in it, how did you get here? I mean, all of you just deserve a cookie for getting here. I mean, I'm not gonna give you a cookie, but because I'm broke and I gotta pay for my college tuition. So, in all honesty, I think we're all ready to say goodbye to Canyon. Move on and say thank you next. So let's hurry and rush towards the future and grab what we want. Our goals don't just stop at the clouds, it reaches out into space. And it's new horizons. We will meet obstacles ahead of us. We ourselves have faced many hardships at school and outside in our lives. At times we may feel alone and afraid, but you have carried yourself through those painful times. Although it may not be over, you have truly reached a milestone today. So amazing job, everyone. All that I ask of you is to keep swimming. Just keep swimming. We can't rest now. There are greater calls for us out there in the world, whether we be the next Elon Musk, the next president of the United States, or the next biggest actor, it'll be the next you. Ultimately, we craft our own stories, and all of our own stories are great within themselves. Like the beginning of our freshman year, we had no idea what we were doing. Now that we're graduating, though, we still don't know what we're doing. But we definitely act like we do. So good luck, everyone, and craft your own path to greatness. So please welcome my fellow valedictorian, Justin Paul.
Good afternoon, students, faculty, and guests. Before I say anything else, I would like to first thank my parents and my family for everything they have done for me up until this point. I really couldn't have done it without your help. I would also like to express my thanks to all of my friends that have supported me through this journey, and especially to my fellow valedictorian, Zoe. You were an amazing friend and a great work buddy. And one final thanks to the homies. You guys know who you are. Coming back to the United States 5 years ago wasn't easy. I had to overcome some obstacles like perfecting my English and integrating myself in the American school system, which was a pretty fun experience. Moving to Vegas was not. I hate the city and especially the weather, but I can say that the friendships that I've made and the experiences that I've had will never be forgotten and our bonds never to be broken. When I was a little kid, I remember wanting to be in high school so bad so I could be a big kid, so I can have all these experiences, but it wasn't what I thought it was going to be. It's hard to express in words, just like a lot of things in life. The past 4 years of high school, our brains have adapted to the different situations that have been thrown at us. And through this, each one of our personalities has been molded and created. Being part of this growth is what life is all about. You must move on, but most importantly, relax. All the experiences, the little moments that brought a smile to my face have impacted my life. Positivity is a hard thing to keep consistent, and if you fail to keep a grip on some, it can be hard to attain more. Life-changing moments are what we remember. And as the best psychologist in the universe, Mr. Lacombe, had once told me, our minds work to make us feel. The key to your mind's success is connections, connecting with people, talking with people. Choosing to be lonely can snowball into a huge, depressing pit. So I was thinking of a quote, right? Shoot for the stars, and we all should, but personally, I don't like this quote. It makes me feel like I'm in a work of fiction. Life can sometimes get hard, and it sometimes can feel like there's no purpose behind it, but just remember that you can always look up to the stars. You're always gonna see the same stars wherever you are and whatever you're doing. Just never forget that they're always following. And look up sometimes. You never know what you're gonna see. Magic saw a UFO today. What did you do? And now, my fellow valedictorian, Zoe Glapo.
Before anything, there are a few people that I do need to thank. my teachers, who dealt with me constantly harassing them about my grades, my friends, who kept me sane even when I was losing my mind, my best friends, Shan and Leora, who mean more than they know to me, and especially my parents. I don't know where you are, but thank you for waking up with me every day at 5 a.m. to drive me to the bus stop. Thank you for bringing me food whenever I studied late at night, and thank you for being the best support system I could ever ask for. I still remember the first time I got onto campus. I was scared out of my mind. I'm pretty sure I almost cried at lunch because I knew absolutely no one and thought I was gonna have to eat in the bathroom like one of those super depressing high school movies. But fortunately, my high school experience was a lot less blockbuster movie and a lot more home video. Sure, it was imperfect and a little rough around the edges, but at the end of the day, it was priceless and irreplaceable. I walked into high school not knowing what I was gonna do with my life. And now, I'm walking out. I still don't know what I'm gonna do with my life. But you know, at least we have degrees. But here's the thing. I may not know exactly what I'm going to do with my life, but I do know this. We have worked too hard for too long to stop here. We got through the standardized testing, the class presentations, the group projects, the competitions, the games. Well, we got past more than just homework. We got through the stress, we got past the sleepless nights. We pushed past all of the obstacles in our way to get to this very moment. To stop now, frankly, is a waste of genuine potential and true talent. We don't have to sit around and wait for a degree to do something. We already have people here who lobby for change. We already have peers who refuse to stay silent when they see injustice occur. We are the future innovators, the future activists, and the future leaders of this world. What I'm trying to say is that alone, yeah, we may be small. And sure, we are young and have only been in this universe for a limited amount of time. But we are an important part of something very large and very beautiful. And there is no doubt in my mind that we can change the world. We just have to keep going. I leave you today with words from Dr. Steve Maraboli. The universe doesn't give you what you ask for with your thoughts. It gives you what you demand with your actions. Thank you. Now, please welcome Isaiah Hayden to introduce this year's senior class poet.
Good morning. Every year, the senior class holds a contest to find a senior poem to be read at graduation. This year is John A. Richardson. Please welcome John A. to the stage. She'll be reading her poem, Who Will You Choose to Be?
Who will you choose to be? Every quote that was given, every book you have read, every assignment that you completed, to everything you have said. That chapter will close today and another will open. Therefore now, who will you choose to be? Every late night that you stressed, every tear that you shed, every college that didn't accept you, to every stone that was casted. That chapter will close today and another will open. Therefore now, who will you choose to be? Every heart that was broken, to every smile you cracked, every moment you laughed will be the memories you will have. That chapter will close today and another will open. Therefore now, who will you choose to be? Will those quotes grow into wisdom? Will you allow those books to educate you? Will those assignments prepare you? Will you allow those words to define you? Will those long nights weary you? Will those tears grow you? Will those heartbreaks break you? Will those memories encourage you? That chapter has closed today and another has opened. Therefore now, who will you choose to be? There is no answer to these questions, but there is one thing for sure. The challenges you go through will demand you to become something more. The test that failed you didn't fail the building of your character, and the doors that closed on you led you to a door that had your name registered. The college that denied you only steered you to the direction of your destiny, and every stone that was casted will only strengthen your tenacity. You will be somebody, but who you will choose to be, it is all determined by the chapter that created you to be somebody that is destined to succeed. Now please welcome Risa Matthews to the stage.
Thank you, John A. Our next speaker is our #1 supporter, our #1 fan, our principal, Mr. Greg Hunter.
Good afternoon, honored guests, family, friends, school board trustees, and members of Canyon Springs High School. Thank you all for being here this afternoon. But before I continue, let me take a moment to thank some amazing people who helped make today possible. First of all, I'd like to thank Dr. Jesus Jar, our school superintendent. Thank you. I'd like to thank Dr. Linda Young, our school board trustee. Dr. Young constantly supports Canyon Springs and all that we do. I'd like to thank Ms. Elena Kreiner, our school associate superintendent, and also Mr. Grant Hannibal, Region 1 superintendent. Both of them work tirelessly to make sure that we have everything we need to be successful. I also like to thank our outstanding administrators, teachers, counselors, and staff for the hard work and dedication that they put in to get us to this point. Thank you. And last but not least, I would like to thank the parents, the grandparents, the aunts, the uncles, and guardians that helped you get here. Let's give them a round of applause as they are still here supporting you today. The class of 2019 have had an outstanding year with many accomplishments, and I would like to just list a few of them. This is the largest class in school history at 290 students. Your We the People team won first place for Congressional District 4 for the 8th consecutive year. Also, they placed 4th in the state competition. The Student Council earned Southern Star, Silver Star, and the National Gold Council of Excellence Award. Your magnet school is a merit school of distinction, as voted by Magnet Schools of America. Your varsity football team were conference champions in the fall of 2018. Your girls basketball team was conference champions and state qualifiers for the first time in school history. And this class, you earned over $6 million in scholarship funds. Class of 2019, what a year. This year has been bittersweet for me. As you know, one of our fellow pioneers, Dalvin Brown, lost his life to senseless gun violence. This is something that happens way too often in our communities. But being the champions that you are, you pioneered on, making the most of your senior year, and you sit here before us today, ready to walk across the stage. I am not only proud of you, but I am encouraged, because when I look at you, I see an amazing group of young people who are going to champion change and influence what happens in this world. I see a group of young people that have the potential to be lawyers, doctors, teachers, community leaders that will change the laws and put an end to the senseless violence that we have to endure today. So yes, I'm very encouraged that the class of 2019 will make the world better. As I think back over the year, there are a lot of things that I'm gonna miss about this class, like the conversations that we had and about the future. Some of those conversations were amazing. Others, well, I'm still trying to figure it out. Nonetheless, I know that I will miss the music playing in the choir featuring the latest hip-hop artists, such as Lil Nas X, Lil Pump, J. Cole, and lastly, Nipsey Hussle, R.I.P. Also, I'm going to miss the assemblies with you because this class just seemed to win the majority of the competitions. You brought all the energy to the assembly, and you always had the most school spirit. However, though, I know there's some things that you will miss as well. You know, like when Coach Banks and Miss Glory are yelling at you, hey, take that hoodie off your head, or pull up your pants, and most of all, get to class. Just kidding, guys, I know you won't miss that very much. But graduates, as you get closer to this milestone ending, it's time to start thinking about new beginnings in your life. It's time to ask yourself, what's next for me? While this answer may be complex, I truly hope that continuing your education is part of the next chapter in your life. Years ago, I found this inspiration in a quote, and it reads, "The quickest way to get from nothing to something is education." I use this quote because I truly believe that if you continue your education, the possibilities are endless. Moving forward, graduates, it is vital that you have a strategy. Finding your passion is paramount, but having a strategy can provide you a roadmap as how to navigate your path to get to your dreams. Along your journey, there will be peaks and valleys, so don't be too proud to ask for help. If anyone tells you that they reached their dreams and became successful all on their own, they're probably not being honest with you. Everyone on stage today will tell you that someone helped them along the way to reach their dreams. And graduates, as you go for your dreams, you will hear the word no several times along your journey. You will be disappointed and let down. Continue to persevere and do you. Graduates, the reason I'm telling you this is because people love to tell you what you can't do. Wait, let's put it this way. Haters are going to hate. You see, graduates, I once knew this young man who was an average student in high school. He dreamed of going to college and doing big things with his life. Throughout his senior year, he constantly met with his counselors to ensure that he was on track for graduation. During those meetings with his counselor, the young man would inquire about attending college. But before the young man could finish telling the counselor of his dreams to become an educator, the counselor would remind the young man that he was an average student and that no one in his family have ever gone to college. And that may sound familiar to some of you. The counselor would tell the young man that he could never go to college because he was simply not good enough. The young man would leave his counselor's office devastated and heartbroken. Because he really valued the counselor's opinion, he considered the counselor's advice and contemplated dropping out of school. Let me tell you, graduates, there are tons of people in the world that will constantly tell you that you are not good enough and that you are not smart enough. That counselor tried to pull that young man down and crush his dreams. But every time someone tries to crush your dreams, it should motivate you to even work harder to make your dreams come true. That counselor needed to remember, and graduates, I know you will remember, as you become very successful, be kind to the people around you. Unlike that counselor, you will remember to take time to give back and volunteer to help others along your journey, because humility goes a long way, and lending a helping hand to those in need will make the world a better place. So let me just quickly finish telling you about the young man that wanted to go to college. That young man didn't listen to his counselor. He pioneered on and found a way to get into college. He graduated college and went on to earn a postgraduate degree in education. Now, He is the principal of the best high school in Southern Nevada. So graduates, you are amazing pioneers. I wish you a lifetime of success and may all your dreams come true. I want to leave you with this. Don't listen if people tell you you can't, because you can. Congratulations and thank you. At this time, I would like to invite Dr. Linda Young, member of the Clark County Board of Trustees, to join me at the podium. Dr. Young, I present the Canyon Springs High School class of 2019 have completed the requirements for graduation as established by the Clark County School District Board of Trustees and the state of Nevada. Please accept the class of 2019.
Well, before I begin, I have an important question that I want to ask you, graduates. Is the 2019 Canyon Springs graduates in the house this afternoon? Okay. All right. I just wanted to make sure that you're here and you are ready to move forward in your future success. So good afternoon and special greetings to our parents, guardians, family, friends, and staff of Canyon Springs High School and the Clark County School District educators and staff. But my congratulations goes to our 590 amazing graduates of Canyon Springs High School. Enjoy this special achievement, but this is your initiation for the journey that must take you toward even greater successes. Your senior class motto says it all. In ourselves, our future lies. And that wonderful poem by Jana Richardson, Who Will You Choose to Be, emphasized your future hope. Now, graduates, you will have many successes, but you will also have many challenges and disappointments. It's called life. You're brilliant, but you must learn the difference between knowledge and wisdom. Knowledge typically comes from study and scholarly hard work. Wisdom typically comes from age and life experiences. You have acquired knowledge as a testimony as to why you're sitting here this afternoon. Knowledge can only take you so far, but not far enough to ensure your future successes. Now, you need some wisdom along with this knowledge that you are going to acquire to securely put you on the right path for your future success journey. Now, I want to share with you my top 10 pearls of wisdom, P-O-W, for you to take on your life's journey. But also, talk to your parents and grandparents and neighbors and add their pearl of wisdom to this list or the list that you may acquire. So let's start with pearl of wisdom number 10. Life isn't fair, but it's still good. Number 9, however good or bad a situation is, it will change. Number 8, don't compare your life to others. You have no idea what their journey is all about. Number 7, refuse to lower your standards to accommodate those who refuse to raise theirs. Number 6, if a relationship has to be a secret, you shouldn't be in it. Number 5, get rid of anything that isn't useful. That includes things and people. Number 4, frame every so-called disaster with these words. In 5 years, will this matter? In 10 years, will I even remember? Number 3, time heals almost everything. Give time time. Number 2, no matter how you feel, your hurt feelings, your feelings of injustice or unfairness, or those meanness issues of others designed to attack your self-esteem. You only have a half a day to cry about this in your pillow. That's it. Now you get up, you dress up, and you show up. You are our future first responders to an injured and hurting world. And the world needs you. My number 1 pearl of wisdom for our 2019 graduates: don't ever, ever, ever give up, because the best is yet to come. Again, my congratulations to the Canyon Springs High School graduating class of 2019, to our principal, Greg Hunter, Canyon Springs school staff, to the Clark County School District educators and staff, to our parents, guardians, family, friends, and special guests. On behalf of the Clark County School District Board of School Trustees, I am especially proud and indeed honored to accept the Canyon Springs High School graduating class of 2019.
Thank you, Dr. Young. Thank you. Okay. As we proceed into distribution of diplomas, reading the names of the graduates will be Ms. Clarissa Sanchez, Learning Strategist, and Ms. Elsa Marcias, UNLV Upward Bound. Dr. Jar and I will be in front shaking every student's hand. Dr. Young, Ms. Kreiner, and Mr. Hannibal will be presenting diplomas to the graduates. Please take your positions for the presentations of diplomas. Okay.
Paula Piedra.
Shayna Rose Baldos.
Tasia Monet Allen Tucker.
Lisa Matthews.
Anthony Romo Cortez.
Jane Estacia Richardson.
Hazel Yasmin Lopez Anguiano.
Isaiah Hayden.
Michelle Penalosa Heredia.
Zoe Lerone Glepa.
Delina Simon.
Justin James Paul.
DeAndrea Mika Howard.
Wico Trams Guzman Salvador.
Autumn Clark.
Janacia Spand.
Madison Christine Feemster.
Sarah May Garcia Aguilé.
Reina Alohilani Batalon.
Ryan Monet Paul.
Giovanni Dudang Vivera.
Erika Barales.
Tyra Michelle Caliva.
Ezequiel Bautista Cárdenas.
Alonso Lucio Casillas.
Vanessa Blake.
Maite Cortez.
Cassandra Caro Cepeda.
Ariel Ajay Denson.
Isaac Brandon Coral.
Leora May Rance Dumalang.
Alejandrina de la Cruz.
Naya Michelle Finney.
Matthew Robert Dodds.
Courtney Michelle Fulmer.
Alexander Gordon Fields.
Anaí Garcia de la Mora.
Janice Julia Flores.
Lyric Destiny Gibson.
Olivier Irene Garcia Lizárraga.
Chaim Ernie Goff.
Rachel Michelle Gardner.
Cheyenne Patricia Gonzalez.
Anico Marie Gonzalez.
Angelo Carlitos Cortez Gorospe.
Crystal Ruby Salomon Goodwin.
Matthew James Hastings.
Shu Hampton.
Marisol Jara Amparan.
Gabriela Hernandez.
Haley Elizabeth Kowalczyk.
Jose Juaregui.
Michael Solomon Laria.
Yvonne Lakes.
Michael Abraham Marquez.
Regelie Marie Ledesma.
Delfino Martinez.
Carla Nicole Magaña.
Yesenia Martinez.
Rocío Chantal Martín Heredia.
Nancy Cristina Mejia Hernández.
Melanie Rubí Martínez.
Jason Montero Ruiz.
Christopher Uciel Mendoza.
Adriana Ortega.
Alejandra Nava Godoy.
Michaela Angela Sison Paragas.
Susana Pacheco.
Oscar Antonio Piñeda.
Pablo Pulcher.
Brianna Marie Rave.
Fernando Reyes.
Natalie Salazar.
Paulina Salazar.
Lizette Saldivar Ledesma.
Melody Guadalupe Soriano.
Juan Alejandro Santillán Arroyo.
Benny Tunrap.
Ethan Jake Tuong.
J. Cedric Tumanin.
Jada Trice.
Miguel Ángel Valencia Pérez.
Afra Ubaid.
Rajada Victoria Victor.
Abraham Vicente Diaz.
Sean Denise Villas.
Giancarlos Vilches.
Tony Washington.
Lisbeth Viorato.
Carlos William Acosta.
Sarah Wu.
Evelyn Agullo.
Emily Aguayo.
Adán Aguilar.
Emanuel Alcantara Alcocer.
Eduardo Antonio Aguirre Valenzuela.
Ariane Lee Allen.
Tracy Brooke Aguirre.
Alexandra Alvarado Chávez.
Blanca Alfaro Galdames.
Montserrat Amaro Hernández.
Cristina Araceli Alvarado Rivera.
Caleb Alexander Andes.
Josué Ernesto Alvaranca.
Andrea Angeles Martinez.
Curtis Lemuel Anderson.
Rashad Devon Armstead.
Jasmine Ethe Lorraine Andrew.
Jessica Anaí Avalos.
Christopher Matthew Ordaleta.
Jasmine Ayala.
Reynaldo Jeremiah Atkinson.
Jonte Eddie Baker Scott.
Shanae Marie Avila.
Omar Barbarin Montes.
Diego Aispitia.
Haley Araceli Barrientos.
Edward Barrios Villarreal.
Jamie Raúl Barón.
Kiana Erin Yuldi Basillo.
Haley Nolani Batalón.
Zeila Aidiline Becerra.
Nia Marie Bell.
Yesmeri Samantha Veranove Monge.
Mitzi Yareli Bernal Madrigal.
Jordan Alejandro Bernal Holguín.
Leslie Ann Bernal.
Wendy Teresita Bernal.
Juliana Marlet Bernal.
Therese Padua Bat.
Lakima Kamisha Billups.
Dion Zaire Binyan.
Robbie Christian de la Cruz Binuya.
Gianni Periani Blackwell.
Debian Blackwell.
Corey Tani Blake.
Isaac Mario Blanco.
Rain Ann Bloodgood.
Pablo Bobadilla.
María de Los Ángeles Borel Gómez.
Kendall Rayshawn Boykin.
Josiah Braxton Payton.
Jacqueline Nicole Brennan.
Deshaun Antoine Brooks Wilson.
Micaiah Mariana Brown.
Taylor Simone Brown.
Charnay Tatiana Brown.
Samaje Bucknan.
Abron Buchanan Duncan.
Janique Anita Brown.
Justin James Burkham.
Kiana Burton.
Rini Josephine Bustamante.
Bianca Vanessa Cabanillas Alarcón.
Jacqueline Cabrera Rivera.
Alexis Calderón Baltazar.
Evelyn Calixto Hernández.
Jennifer Canegues Gómez.
Yahaira Jasmine Gómez Cardenas.
Luis Daniel Cardona.
Adriana Nayeli Carrillo.
Wendy Michelle Casas Cotidiano.
Marco Antonio Castañeda.
Ángel Manuel Cerrato Duarte.
Alonso Fabián Cerda.
Joana César Pérez.
Christian Cervantes.
Adrián Chavarría.
Brian Ernesto Chaires.
Damian Trayvon Carr.
Juan Pablo Chávez Jiménez.
Carlos Santiago Chávez Ocampo.
Giovanni Chávez.
Helen Irene Carrillas.
Arcelia Chávez Díaz.
Kenya Gabriel Chávez.
Brianna Alexandra Corona.
Patricia Clemens.
Neri Antonio Cortés Mejía.
Amber Camille Coker.
Rashara Ayana Cobb.
Cristina Correa.
Amari Coleman.
Alexis John Consentino.
Wilmer Cooper.
Marisha Marlene Michelle Covington.
Tanaya Donche Cruz.
María Paula Cruz Ruiz.
Christopher Cruz.
Berenice Cruz López.
Marcus Nathaniel Cuby.
Aviari K.M. Culverson.
Lauren Samaj Culverson.
AJ Davis.
Nick Daniel.
Tanasia Davis.
Alacian Davis.
José Javier Delgado Ruiz.
Ricardo de la Paz Beltrán.
Alejandro Casares.
Carolina Elizabeth Escobar Morán.
Ariana Dunn.
Lacey Dayanara Delgado.
Miles Coltrane Parker.
Dulce Mariana Delgado Arellano.
Bravo. Shakarun Delwanta Dukes.
Kayana Dennis.
Kayla Janice Daisley.
Alan Giancarlo Diaz Flores.
Michael Anthony Delgado.
Ricardo Domínguez Salinas.
Nivea Isabela Diaz.
Tiana Angelica Drummond.
Laquan Malik Dillon.
Irvin Espinosa.
Samantha Dominguez Roque.
Angelie Marie Estrada.
Marcus DeMonte Drayton.
Esmeralda Eustaquio.
Earl Aguilar.
Valeria Favila.
Paul Valerio Dubro.
Jalen Allen Felton.
Leila Cassandra Escalante.
Eric Anthony Fernandez.
Naomi Esparza.
Joana Areli Figueroa Beltrán.
Luis Santiago Esquivel.
Malik Stephen Allen Fillmore.
Yaritza Estrada.
Patrick Fleming.
Isaac Farfan Reyes.
Anne Marie Flores.
Sergio Felix.
Jamae Quante Foster.
Naomi Cheyenne Fennell.
Tyrese Freeman.
Anasim Laurel Fields.
Serena Furbush.
Andrea Figueroa Reina.
Rosalinda Galeno.
Christopher Daniel Fitznerty.
Tyler Antonio Galvez.
Jaden Flores.
Ruben Joel Garcia.
Wendy Franco Reyes.
Jennifer Roxana Garcia Tista.
Priscila Guerrero.
Elizabeth Garibay Gomez.
Forrest Tyrone Friend.
Mark Anthony Godoy.
Aaron Lamont Gator.
Zuleima Anaí Gómez Muñoz.
Josephine Cristina Gallegos Morales.
Francisco Javier González García.
Jason Wilfredo García Álvarez.
Emily Stacy González.
Jamie Xiomaira García González.
Janae Dominic Reina Gajoint.
Mario Alberto Garfias.
Chelsea Tatiana Granillo Contreras.
John Girón Ramírez.
Darren Asia Gray.
David Gómez Rodríguez.
Jesús Adrián Guatemala Barraza.
Angelina González.
José Luis Cuevara Zarate.
Alejandro González.
Leslie Anaí Gutiérrez Aguilar.
Jennifer Analí González.
Kaylin Ray Gutierrez Cruz.
Kevon Diamond Graham.
Naimeen Gutierrez Muñoz.
Rashida Grant.
Torian Eugene Hammond.
Destiny Divine Green.
Andy Jesus Guzman.
Jasmine Anaí Guillín Santillín.
John Guzman Laureano.
Eric Gutierrez Chavez.
Alicia Cheyenne Kayla Hart.
Rosalía Gutierrez Mendoza.
Brian Hernandez Aranda.
Jaden Simone Guy.
Jessica Hernandez.
Daisy Elizabeth Guzman.
Anaí Herrera.
Anthony Daniel Hansel.
Kayla Christine Hicks.
Mercedes Jayana Harris.
Anaya Elaine Hogan.
Jada Haynes.
Isaiah Keon Holmes Gray.
Jorge Armando Hernández Arellano.
Taj Jordan Hunt.
Felix Gilberto Hernández.
Jaheim Laquan James.
Olivia Rubí Hernández.
Otis Dante Hardwick.
Xavier Oshia DeLong.
Fernanda Hernandez González.
Imani Hurton.
Armando Hernandez.
Antoine Hester.
Jesse Hernandez Gutierrez.
Abraham Hinojosa.
Ruben Insunza.
Imani Desiree Hollingsworth.
Helena Kiana Jackson.
Itiari Jitsi Huerta Cardona.
Juliet Jim.
Ramón Antonio Níguez.
Alexander Joseph Jens.
Adam Denzel Jackson.
James Gerald Drone.
Lenny Christopher Jackson.
Ricardo Lara.
Andrew Jefferson.
Jaden Lanity Lee.
Arias Darnell Jefferson.
Luis Ángel Lizárraga Vega.
Alenik Monet Johnson.
Montreal LaShawn Lockhart.
Kayla Janelle Johnson.
Andrea Lopez.
Jacqueline Lopez.
Jasleen Lopez.
Brittany Ann Marie Kroger.
Joanna de Los Angeles Lopez Jimenez.
Letzi Lozaro Lobato.
Jasmine Ariana Lopez Ruballo.
Chataria Lee.
Oscar León.
Andrea Guadalupe Lescano.
Ernesto Enrique Macías.
Lacarian.
Vanessa Maldonado Arroyo.
Miñana Antashay Longmire.
Paulauta Josiah Tuya Man.
Luna Bella López Guzmán.
Saúl Marino Campo.
Paula Guadalupe López Jurado.
Jalen Marshall.
Jenny Lozano.
César Martínez.
Andreas Taiwan Macklin.
Diego Martínez.
Rosalba Yerenia Madrigal Rincón.
Matthew Ray Martínez.
Jacqueline Mancilla.
Chris Mata Salas.
Elijah January.
Kayla Shanae McCaleb.
Giselle Marín Bustamante.
Larissa Antonia Montes.
Claudia Iván Martínez.
Pablo Eno Mejia Arias.
Hector Pérez Martínez.
Christiana Janice Moore.
Donell Mays IV.
Tanea Deshay Moore.
Mescash Emmanuel McCoy.
Larissa Morales.
José Eduardo Meléndez.
Erika Yareli Méndez de la Paz.
Ashley Marie Morán.
Fernando Mendoza.
Christopher Matthew Macedo.
Freddy Alejandro Moreno Cisneros.
Adolfo Ángel Méndez Monroy.
Alexander Mesa.
Yulisa Mendoza.
Carla Jacqueline Moreno Cruz.
Berta Alicia Moreno.
Sandra Marixa Mismit.
Eduardo Moreno López.
Samara Morrison.
Eduardo Miranda Loera.
Fabián Francisco Mungarro Peña.
Malcolm Joseph Morrison.
Ulysses Muñoz Tene.
Ivani Renee Muhammad.
Jasmine Lachey Nelson.
Ray Anthony Muñoz.
Diamond Therese Nolan.
Joshua Nathaniel Nájera.
Miguel Levanta Nunn.
Halen Nadia Remolo.
David Josue Oseguera.
Nikhil Rain Nicholson.
Belén Abigail Ortega Banuelos.
Yasmin Norfleet.
Angel Everardo Ortega Mier.
Joshua Obando.
Ricardo David Ortega.
Lynn Anthony Ornales.
Diana Lynette Pache.
Alexis Andrés Ortega Medina.
Alan Parada Napoles.
Justo Alberto Ortega Rojas.
Brian Fernando Parra Sánchez.
Teviltana Zulema Cecilia Ortiz.
Karen Saraí Pereira Barrientos.
Giovanni Palma.
César Pérez González.
Davon Marcus Pearson.
Alejandro David Pérez.
Adrián Pérez Ábalos.
Andrea Pinacho.
Sara Pérez Mier.
Natalia Pinacho.
Erika Pérez.
Alessia Ponce.
Samantha Pérez.
Jacob Lee Prim.
Mariana Pinocho.
Cruz Ramirez Rubio.
Gonzalo Plancarte.
Ana Elena Ramos.
Juan Arturo Portillo.
Anaya Janice Redden.
Javion Donnell Poe.
David Reyes Martinez.
Richard Raigosa.
Jocelyn Eufemia Reyes.
Abner Armando Ramirez.
Brian Alexander Reynolds.
Kayla Shea Brene Ray.
Paulo Axel Rivas.
Ángel Eduardo Reyes.
Brianna Nie Sierra Roberts.
Chris David Reina Guillín.
Giovanni Perez.
Leslie Reveles del Río.
Shatara Sherelle Nichols.
Isela Robles Sánchez.
Olga Yaxira Robles.
Luis Gustavo Ruiz.
Luis Jamie Rodríguez García.
Lisbeth Oneida Rodríguez Álvarez.
Guadalupe María Rodríguez.
Jonathan Salazar Torneos.
Jonathan Noé Rodríguez.
Montserrat Sánchez.
Obed Rosas.
Leonardo Sánchez Zamora.
Brenda Guadalupe Ruán.
René César Sandoval.
José Guadalupe Ruiz Herrera.
Ayana Amor Canis Schneider.
Natalie Elizabeth Ruiz.
Latice Deshawn Selman.
Brandon Saldaña.
Gavin Amir Rhymes.
Alanis Giselle Rios.
Daphne Melissa Rios Olorio.
Adriana Sandoval.
Davion Denise Rizzo.
Jennifer Roca Quiñones.
Claritza Robles Domínguez.
Alejandra Victoria Rojas.
César Antonio Rodríguez Quintero.
Fatima Román Salas.
Gustavo Ángel Rodríguez.
Rebecca Michelle Salazar Jiménez.
Angélica Marie Rojas.
Marcos Sánchez Lima.
Manuel Junior Rodríguez.
Alejandra Santos.
Ismael Rosales Galván.
Jacqueline Jessica Santos.
Davian Thomas Rowe.
Luis Saravia Melgarejo.
Rodolfo Rubio Sánchez.
Hassani Gabriel Scott.
Gilson Roberto Rodríguez.
Adair Serrano Flores.
Michelle Santiago.
Jesse Serrano.
Berta Santos.
Yamil Maite Servín.
Lita Liliana Santos.
Lucia Silvia.
Jared Jacob Serrano.
Diana Kareem Solano. Juan Carlos Soto Aguilar.
Mariela Serrano.
Taisha Shanae Stafford. Elijah Swift. Angelica Lynn Castillo Tariman. Joseph Anthony Tedesco. Esperanza Regina Nichelle Thomas.
Sean Keimani Schumpert.
Trevante Jermel Thomas. Your name. Sequoia Thrower.
Camille Lilil Don Simon.
Anthony Andrew Timmons.
Mervyn Source.
Audrey Jaceve Torres Gutierrez.
Vanessa Solorio Gutierrez.
Eileen Torres Oseguera.
Oziah Spears.
Luis Oiram Andrade.
Malakachi Sua.
Rigoberto Valdez.
Jasmine Tarango.
Jermaine Lee Trailer.
Dion Shannon Taylor James.
Ivan Kaeo Udani.
Eden Kane Tisfay.
Gabriel Uribe.
Kejan Jarrell Thomas.
Eloy Vargas.
Cerrone Wayne Thompson.
Christopher Tunches.
Adam Tanaya Tillman.
Jonathan Venegas Duarte.
Oscar Toledo Sánchez.
Naum Vera Reyes.
Galilea Torres Ibarra.
Agustín Villalobos.
Jason Esteban Tovar.
Cristian Fabián Martín Martínez.
Carlos Trujillo Esquivel.
Armand Walker.
Leslie Tursos Viera.
Imani Yvonne Woods.
Javier Joseph Ungatza.
Cristian Zamora.
Sandra Uribe.
Mónica Viera Mesa.
Alfredo José Valdés.
Dalen Valdovinos.
Kenya Amarani Valdivia Díaz.
Christopher Shondell Ward.
Jessica Julia Vallejo.
Tyler Williamson.
Fidel Darius Beasley.
Brian Donovan Wolf.
Jose Elipidio Vera.
Armani Marie Wright.
Destiny Marie Sinclair Williams.
Emily Jocelyn Zuniga de Jesus.
Kenaya Danelle Williams.
Yaret Abigail Madrigal Aro.
Gloria Cepeda Zuniga.
Ruby Luna.
Juliana Marie Villiriano.
Alina Caprice Shaylon Morgan.
Ituchi Vangman.
Walter Lemaine Durden Allen.
Marcus Brian Young. Daniel Saturey. Pedro Zurita. David Ray Perez. Desiree Deontay Williams. Naomi May Rahim. Alejandra Flores. Jax Zier Anthony Young.
Thank you. At this time, I would like to introduce Chana Bolnov, Student Body President, to give the farewell address. Please remain seated.
Trustees, administrators, parents, family, teachers and staff, but most importantly and above and beyond all else, fellow graduates. I remember when I was little watching cartoons with a huge smile on my face. Lilo and Stitch, Fairly Odd Parents, and Codename Kids Next Door were some of my favorites. I sat there for seemed like hours and hours, but I was completely entertained. I was happy. Don't get me wrong, I still love cartoons, but I've since realized that the songs and bright colors and cute characters all stand for something more. Judy Hopps, the first bunny to be a police officer in the world of Zootopia, creates the story of self-actualization and achieving her own dream. Imagine never giving up on the dream you created when you were 10 years old. Would your path be different from what it is now? Now imagine never changing that dream because you were so determined on adopting that career. Would your work ethic and motivation increase? Judy loved the idea of helping others and assisting in change, but it was challenging in a world that refused to acknowledge differences. As a young girl, she dreamt of being a Metro police officer, the thirst of fighting crime, and the need to make a world a better place. Despite the fact that making a world a better place can be unyielding and certainly demanding, she persevered. In spite of the hatred and invalidating comments about her choice of career, she succeeded. She's accepted into the police force, and aside from the negativity, she became what she dreamt of since she was a child. Using her success and experiences as evidence, she encouraged those around her to make an effort to see beyond stereotypes, to prove their worth and to reach their goals in spite of all that may go against them, with the belief that these positive actions can ultimately lead to a better world. I envision what it would be like pushing through such heavy lifting when you convince yourself to adhere to what people have told you, to surrender your own beliefs. She never gave up because she loved what she was fighting for. She didn't mind the heavy lifting because she was aware of the strength she gained from the negativity. Learning to love what you do is imperative in achieving and acknowledging what you want for yourself. Let's all be like Judy and create a life we wish to live and make it ours. The only person that stands in the way of our own success is ourselves. The best thing you can do is to invest into the one thing that matters most, you. Above all else, be true to yourself. And if you cannot put your heart in it, take yourself out of it. Before this memorable moment is over, I want to leave you with a quote by a man named Josh McDowell. No matter how devastating our struggles, disappointments, and troubles are, they are only temporary. No matter what happens to you, no matter the depth of tragedy or pain you face, no matter how death stalks you and your loved ones, the resurrection promises you a future of immeasurable good. Thank you. Now I would like to invite Risa Matthews to the podium as we prepare to officially graduate with the turning of the tassel.
The turning of the tassel has been part of the graduation ceremony for many years because of the significance it symbolizes to each of the graduates.
It symbolizes the transformation from a student to being a full-fledged graduate.
Tassels are worn on the right side of the cap at the start of the graduation ceremony, then turn to the left side.
Now, graduates, if you will all please stand. Seniors, with the right hand, hold your tassel. And on the count of 3, move the tassel from the right to the left, signifying the completion of our high school experience. Ready? 1, 2, 3!
Congratulations, class of 2019! We are graduating!